We are Pakistan, Pot 58. The discharge of toxic substance and the release of heat in such quantities or concentration which is harmful to the environment should be strictly checked in order to ensure that the serious or irreversible damage is not inflicted upon the ecosystem. Next, we talk about the plight of coal miners in Pakistan. Conditions are very pathetic, and let me give you an idea of the same. The miners generally lead a miserable life in our country, and should I say in every country. Talk about Latin America, talk about Europe as well. Conditions are quite tough. Chronic diseases, unhygienic living conditions, poor diet, shortage of water, drug addiction, and a constant threat of life itself is a way of life for the miners. The poor miners inhale polluted air and often share its limited oxygen content with donkeys. Anyone entering the dark pits as a healthy man ends up as a disabled person after working for 10 or 15 years. The worst kind of human rights violation takes place in 5 to 10% of the mines in Punjab, where workers take coal out of the mine on their backs. They walk thousands of meters out of the mine, carrying sack weighing 40 kilometers each. According to a study, 80% of the mines in Punjab are donkey mines. That is, donkeys are used for transportation, where 60 to 80 miners die every year from the roof falls and intake of toxic gas. Coal miners work in small pits just 4 feet deep. They cut the coal in sitting position in a narrow coal faces using picks. Oil burners are used for lighting purposes. Smoke emitted by these burners, coal dust raised by the donkeys, which are used for the transportation, and absence of ventilation causes a high incidence of lung cancers and lung diseases. It is said that 30 to 40% of the miners are drug addicts, and half of them started taking drugs after joining the mines. The mine workers are of two types: coal cutters and kacha workers. Coal cutter wages range between rupees 200 to rupees 250 per day, and those of kacha workers, who are mostly children, are between rupees 100 to rupees 150. On workers in the donkey mines get higher salaries than those in mechanized mines where working conditions are better. The profit margin of the owners to the mechanized mines is higher than in the donkey mines. The kacha workers work as donkey kacha workers works as a donkey boy, pickers, loaders, and cooks. The living areas of these mines are also unsafe. There are no bathrooms or separate kitchens. There is no electricity in about 90% of the residential areas. The roofs often collapse when it rains, causing many deaths every year. These people take jobs in mines because of the non-existence of agricultural, industrial, or business activities in their hometowns and because they have no other skill.